Salute, 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 salute. Who's in the building? Salute to everybody coming in the building. It's your boy E or you, aka the Harlem Legend, man. Welcome to Harlem Legend TV. Y'all already know how we give it up. Y'all already know how we do, man. Salute. Salute. Super sick. I see you in the building. ASAP. Yeah. I see you in the building, man. Salute, man. Charleston White is going crazy. I'm going to be real. Charleston White has lost his mind. It's 1017 Brick Squad, Gucci Man's label. I don't know. Like, I got to say this right now, right, before we go any further, right? I got to say this. To me, I feel like he's just giving the wrong people opportunity, man. I'm just being honest. I feel like he's giving the wrong people opportunity. But is this an insurance scheme? Like, I didn't say it. I didn't say it. Salute to everybody coming in the building. If you're in the vertical feed, tap the screen twice. All you got to do is hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Welcome to Harlem Legend TV. I got to keep it real. I don't know. Is this a death label? Like, we see what's going on, y'all. All right, let's get into it, man. You know what? I got to get into it, man. I got to show y'all this, man, because this is sad, man. It's sad, man, right? Right? So to keep it 100 with you, at first it was Pooh Shiesty, right? Salute, Mia. Salute. What's popping? It was Pooh Shiesty, right? He ends up going to prison doing 8 years for a robbery, like, you know, guns and all that. The video's out there. Go pay attention. The video is out there. I mean, is he just signing troubled teens or troubled hood motherfuckers that don't want to? I'm just saying. I can't really sum this up. I just don't know. This is way too many. I mean, one is way too many. But let's just run down the list, y'all. Let's just run down the list. So we got Pooh Shiesty first, right? We got Pooh Shiesty first. I think he's coming home in the next 3 years, 2 years, but he ended up getting 8 years, very successful. He ended up very successful. He has actually ended up selling a lot of records. I got to keep it real. I got to keep it 100. He ended up very successful, y'all. You heard? He had the hit record with Dirt. Like, his fame was destined. He was destined to be on the next level by now. Mysteriously, he goes to jail. But, yeah, I mean, not even mysteriously, because it's on camera. So we can't even fake the fraud on it. We can't fake the funk on a nasty dunk. Poor choices, disgusting. No. We got Fujiano. He been on the run for a while. He signed and then he went on a run. This dude just ended up on the run. They got captured and they sentenced him to 5 years. He was on his way up. Y'all know that song, Baby Mama Ain't. Y'all know that song. It was fire. He was taking off. He's another artist that was selling records. You heard? He was selling records. He was taking off. He was just about to clip them. I'm just being real. He got clipped. Cody Brown. Salute. Cody Brown in the building. Happy birthday, King. He got clipped. ASAP. You heard? It was over. 5 years for him. So a lot of y'all might not know who he is, right? Hood Pablo Don Juan, like Juan. Hood Pablo Juan. That's what they call him. He was facing a RICO charge. He ended up getting 15 years. You heard? Hey, he ended up getting 15 years. Now, I see it already. Y'all can't keep blaming Gucci for this. Bruh, after the first 2, 3 signees, wouldn't you think, yo, bruh, they liabilities at this point? Wouldn't you think is a liability at this point? Like, what are we doing? I'm just keeping it 100. After the first two, about to blow out of the water, blowing out the water. You know, Pooh Shiesty was going to the next level. He was on his way. Platinum, ASAP, Shiesty Summer. Fujiano on it. It seems to happen to them when they on their way. That's all I'm saying. Up and coming, they on their way. They putting out good music and starting to bang down for them. I mean, Hood Rich Pablo. He was banging too. He was on his way. He ended up getting 15 years, y'all. I'm just keeping it on it. He ended up getting 15 years, y'all. On a RICO charge. What about Hot Boy West? He's another one. Hot Boy West. Made dope music for the South. Not for me, because I'm not a fan. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Tap the screen twice if you're inside the vertical feed. Tap the screen twice. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you set your bell notification so you know when I'm going live. Salute to everybody coming in the building. I see y'all. What about Hot Boy West? 15 years? Like, god damn. So I just named 5 artists. 4 artists. Okay? 4 artists so far that fell off this label. Right? I gotta say, rest in peace to Big Scar. Yeah. Let's get to that. We're starting to take off. Big Scar was starting to take off. Pooh Shiesty right-hand man. I'm just saying. Pooh Shiesty right-hand man. Career starting to get off the ground. Overdose. Rest in peace to this man. Overdose. This was nasty work, and I remember he was just getting his go. He was just getting his whereabouts. He was getting where he needed to go. Overdose. Rest in peace to Big Scar, y'all. I don't want to disrespect anybody now. We got to be real, y'all. Anything these guys decide to put in their body, any substance they decide to use, we would look at it, it's on you, right? You don't want to be here. You in your happy place, that's on you, right? I don't feel like Gucci, I'm going to get to that. Because let's go here. Last but not least, Enchanting. Now, there's some speculation behind her death. I'm going to be real. 050 The Movement, China Brim, salute in the building. Hit the like button, y'all. Tap the screen twice if you in the vertical feed. Show love to the channel. Subscribe. Welcome to Harlem Legend TV. If you're not subscribed to 050 The Movement, make sure y'all go subscribe. You're right. This is becoming like Empire Records, bro. I'm going to be real. The dope rapper from Texas. She's from Texas, y'all. You're Enchanting. So there's speculation. Overdose. Allegedly. I got to say allegedly. Wrong pills. At some point, if you're a Gucci man, when do you say something ain't right? You heard? Because you know you going to the hood to sign a bunch of rappers. You know you going to pick them out the hood. At some point, does he say, damn, let me sit my artists down. Let me ask them what they going through or what you want. Like, yo, let me get you some help. Let me try something. I can't tell you what he's been doing. I don't know this. But it seems this way. It seems like the artist is not even really getting money if you out committing robberies. See, I'm going to break it down for y'all, right? I don't recommend no rapper signed to another rapper. I'm going to say that again. I don't recommend no rapper signed to another rapper for one simple reason. He would never want you to be bigger than him. She would never want you to be bigger than them. So I never understood the mentality. Now, I understand trying to get out the hood. It's real easy to sign these guys. Let's call it what it is. To sign these guys is nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing to sign these guys, man. Look at him. Look at this dude. This dude look lost. He don't even like he got a soul, y'all. All kind of assaults with deadly weapons. But you signed to Gucci, man, a multi-millionaire? I'm going to be real. I don't recommend, and I didn't say sign to a record label, Uzi. I ain't say that. I did not say that. The best thing to do today is distribution. Get a distribution and put out your own. That's the best way to go today. Put out your own music if it catch fire, like Young M.A. But you see what they did to her? Mysteriously, she got sick. I'm just calling it down the line. Yeah. You don't sign to those record labels, you might be in trouble. Look at Hot Boy West. This man looks like he's lost his soul in them streets. But he signed to Gucci, man? I don't think Gucci is going further enough with these guys. Big Scar, just about to blow up. Like, let's call it what it is, y'all. Just about to blow up. His music was about to hit. That Fetty got him. Yeah. And that's the speculation on Enchanting. That's the speculation. That is the speculation. That Fetty got her. You mean to tell me you don't know what's going on in your day-to-day? Let me tell y'all something, bro. Let me tell y'all something, man. If I own a business, I'm going to know what's going on day-to-day. And if I got artists in my business, I'm going to know what's going on with my artists. Personal. I want to know your personal. I just gave you a lump sum of money. See, this is what's making me believe, allegedly. It's all insurance. He don't care what they do. Go ahead and kill you. I'm saying he's negligent. You heard? That's what Harlem Legend is saying. I'm not saying he's at fault. Nah. I'm not saying he's at fault. I'm saying he's negligent. You heard? Because any other business, let's be real. If you run any other business, if you own any other business in the world, you're going to know what's going on day to day. You're going to know what's going on with your employees. If they up to something, it's going to get to you. I'm sure he knows what his artist is up to. I'm not saying he don't know. Allegedly, he might not know. But being that this happened to one, I make sure I gather up all my people and let them know, yo, bruh, kick whatever you on. Stay out these streets. I'm going to tell them straight up. And if you need help, holler at me. I'm a multi-millionaire. These guys are selling millions of Yo, dog, you can't tell me that. You can't tell me Pooh Shiesty wasn't selling millions at that time. That single he had with Dirk was going crazy. What I think is happening is, that's why, and it's allegedly, y'all. It's just my opinion, Harlem Legend opinion. If you're new to the channel, hit the screen twice if you're in the vertical feed. Hit the like button, it's free. It's free. We got 200 in the building, 14 minutes. Hit the like button, it's free. Subscribe to the channel. Welcome to Harlem Legend TV. I appreciate everybody that's in the building. But we got to call this down the line. I feel like he's negligent with these artists. He know he's going to the hood. He know he's going to sign people that's probably don't have. Yeah, we all brought up a little cuckoo. We all on a little bit of substance. Let's keep it real. We all use our own little substance, whether it's tobacco, little tweeze every now and then. We on something, a shot. Everybody's on something. At the end of the day, I don't think he's giving more care to his business. At the end of the day, it's negligence. Not really caring what your artist is doing because, first of all, I will always care where my business is going and how it's moving. That's why I can't believe he don't know what's going on. Because his wife, Keisha Dior, right? That's her name, Keisha Dior? Keisha Kior, whatever her name is. She comes out, leave my husband alone. Leave my husband alone. He signs these artists to help them and give them a better life. I wish it wasn't like this. Chant, we love you, baby girl. Rest in heaven. So, he signs them to give them a better life. Yeah. He signs them to give them a better life. I'm with it. It depends on what you calling a better life. You heard? Yo, sometimes, we got to keep in mind that pep talk, you heard? That's it. And they look at him as a god. Guap is like a god to these guys. I'm keeping it real. He looks at them like God. Like they look up to him. Hey, Gucci, he has set the hood on fire. We all know that. Gucci Man has set the hood on fire. Everybody pays attention to Gucci Man, especially if you from the hood. Fact, Slim Duncan, that's another one. Oh, man, I skipped that one, man. Slim Duncan, also dead from Gucci, 1017. Slim Duncan, ATL. I know who you talking about. Shout out to, rest in peace to Slim Duncan. That was Rollo, man. I'm just being real, like, he was gunned down. Yeah, he was gunned down. The streets took him. Now, I know these are grown men. These are grown people that he's signing, right? He's not signing no underage people. But let me tell you something. That pep talk sometimes is worth more than that money. You heard? All you did was enhance their habits. I'm being real. That's all you did was enhance the gang. You gave them money that went towards their gangs to do out and do dumb, extra dumb shit that landed them where they at today. And I can't even believe that you're giving them money to change their life, because at the end of the day, why are so many of them in jail? I'm still trying to figure out, why is Pooh Shiesty doing a robbery and I'm just signed to Gucci? I'm just being real. Like, how does that work, y'all? Let me know. Why am I doing I'm well off, right? Yeah, because if you signing them to change their life, they should be well off, right? So if I'm well off, why am I out committing a robbery for a pair of sneakers, Pooh Shiesty? Some people do dumb Let's call it what it is. Some people do dumb on a regular. But there's a pattern. There's a pattern here, y'all. I'm just asking y'all if y'all see it. There's a pattern. I may be wrong. I may be wrong. Strike me down today. But I feel like, in a sense, it's negligence. You heard? Like, if I see it happen once, I see it happen twice. I might even see it happen 3 times. I'm going to call a meeting right away. What's going on? Hold up. Stay out. What you doing? Keep it real with me right now. I'm going to give you a chance right now to get that help, and I'm going to pay for it all. Let's get it all out the way now. See, that's the problem. These labels don't offer help. They don't want to help you. They want to keep you high. Let's call it what it is. They want to keep you high. They don't want you to get better. And if you pass away, you know what happens? If you go to jail, I recoup regardless. Pay attention to what's going on with these record labels, man. You heard? So what are we saying about these guys that signed to record labels? What are we saying? That go to jail, end up getting lost in the system. What do we say to them? The people that go to jail end up getting lost in the system after getting signed. What do we say to them? The record labels ain't trying to help them. No, sir. I want to keep you high. That's when you making your best music. You heard? I got to be real. That's when you at your best. Facts. A lot of them are thieves. That's a fact. When it comes to these record labels, executives, a lot of them are thieves. Highway robbery all day. So I say that to say this, man. I got to be real, man. Is he at fault? Nah. I don't think Gucci at fault, bro. No, I can't blame that man for what substance somebody else is putting in their body. But I can blame that man for not indulging in the responsibility of his business. You heard? That's his business. 1017 Brick Squad is his business. You gotta know what's going on. So when somebody overdosed on my job site, am I not supposed to, like, what's going on? I expect my supervisor, somebody to know what's going on in my business. Yeah. Ain't nobody supposed to be shooting nothing up on my business site. So what is the supervisor doing? Because I might not know, but I have employees that work for me. Yeah. Should he be liable? Hell yeah. It's been happening too many times back to once. Okay. Like, yeah, I don't think y'all get it. Like, once, I'm cool. Okay, this happened once, man. Like, you know, man, he went to jail. He was out here doing dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? He was out here doing the most. Pooh Shiesty was doing the most. Okay, he was doing the most, y'all. He went to jail. Okay, that's on you, bro. Then it happens twice. So another artist that's about to blow up. And I want to put emphasis on that. They're about to blow up. They're making great music. These guys is going to the next level making good music. It happens twice. Oh, okay, nah, ain't nothing. Then it happens 3 times. I mean, at some point, am I like tripping, y'all? Am I tripping? I just want to know, at some point, am I tripping? Y'all tell me, at some point, am I tripping? Because now I need a full investigation on 1017 Brick Squad after this, right? I just want to know, like, do I need a full investigation on them after that? I will start investigating my own business and who I got signed. At this point, so that's 3. And then, damn, I just signed this kid. Hot Boy Wet, what happened? He got marked out 15 years. Damn. That's my bread. I don't think you understand. Rest in peace to Big Scar. Look how this works, y'all. Look how this works. You heard? And his music was starting to blow up. It was starting to catch on. You dig what I'm saying, y'all? Like, this is all insurance. He's gonna grab all insurance. She wasn't even signed to she was signed. But I know she went, her deal was, she still had a deal with Gucci, but it was somebody else too. But look at that. Like, he still reaps benefits off this girl's death. I don't know. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. But when do you start looking into what your business is happening? Like, what's happening with my business? Ooh, it's kind of hot in here. You heard? That's all I'm asking. When do we start looking into our own business? Do we never do that? You heard? If I'm losing money, which I know he's not losing money, that's the problem. He's not losing nothing off this. Yeah, when they go to jail, they recoup. When they die, he recoups. And he probably gets more. The kind of insurance that Gucci could put on these artists. And I gotta be real, at some point, we got to ask each other. If I keep going to the hood signing guys that's troubled teens and troubled guys, at some point, don't I know they're going to get in trouble? You heard? Like, come on. We all from the hood. Like, I mean, like, the audience that I do have in here that's from the hood. At some point, when do you stop signing niggas from the hood? I'm starting to think this is a play, Gucci, man. What? Am I reaching? I'm reaching, right? Harlem Legend is reaching. Because y'all fans. I don't care to be a fan. I like Gucci music at times, but I don't care to be a fan. I care to speak to y'all real. I care to speak to y'all real. Listen, At what point do you stop going back to the hood and signing these guys that's just going to stay on the block all day, that's stuck there? Well, at what point do you stop signing them? No, because you know you can recoup off them if something goes wrong. Oh, most likely 80% of the dudes you signing is going to crash out. That's what it's looking like to me. It looked like you could put $1 million each insurance on each of their heads. Not saying he's wishing something happens to them, but it's inevitable. Right? Is it inevitable for something to happen? Same thing with Lil Durk and King Von. I'm gonna be real. King Von was so much of a lime wire, something was bound to happen. The record label he signed to, 300, guess what? They got 300 million probably. What, you think they didn't know that he was one of those? He came out of jail and signed. You think they didn't already seek him out? All we needed was the co-sign from Durk? Yeah, this kid never rapped a day in his life. Went in the studio and sounded great to everybody because Durk gave the cosign. That's all it took. You think these record labels ain't sign him and say, oh yeah, he's a troubled teen. Don't worry about it. Let him make us a couple dollars in the beginning of, just O Block, 300. Yeah, let him make us a couple dollars. But we're going to put some insurance on this kid because we know he just came home. He's a troubled teen. He's one of those. You think them guys that own these labels don't sit back and talk about all that? I guarantee the record label recouped. Gave him probably half a mil, and probably put $2 million on his insurance. There's a thing called insurance that a lot of us black people don't actually have. So we really don't know about, we don't talk about every day. I'm just being real. A lot of us black people don't have insurance. I'm just being real. We'd rather not pay insurance. We'd rather go to the hospital whenever we get sick. And it's unbearable. It got to be to the point where it's unbearable for us to go to the hospital. And get checkups, everything. I'm just keeping it real. It's sad, but very true. Us as black people, we don't want to go to the hospital. We don't want insurance. What is that? Why would I pay you $100 a month for something I'm not even using? That's how most black people think. I'm just being honest. You heard? Not these rich executives that own these record labels. They do that, yo. They'll put that money on your head and not even think twice. Not even think twice about it, y'all. And I'm only being very, very, crucially honest with y'all. You heard? If you don't got insurance, go get it now. Even if you're paying $20 a month. $20 a week, whatever, you need it. We're made not to get that. We're made not to have that. You go to these other countries, you know why? Black people like this. Oh no, it's free in UK. Why the hell are we paying for it? Correct me if I'm wrong. Insurance is free in Canada. Going to the doctor is free. What they say in America. What the black people say in America. Oh hell nah, man. I ain't paying for that. I'm already struggling to pay my bills. That's 80% of the population, y'all. The label see you got beef and the other label sign the ops. That's how it works. That's how it works. Because they looking at the selling of the records of it. And then, we going to sell even more records. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Hit the like button. Tap the screen twice if you in the vertical feed. You heard? Hit the like button. It's free. Share the broadcast, y'all. Share the broadcast. Hope this video go out. Share the broadcast. But I got to keep it tall. I'm just keeping it 10,000 with y'all, letting y'all know what's really going on with these record labels. Gucci, man, he knew he was signing reckless dudes. Back to back to back to back. All of this is happening. Come on, y'all. Come on, man. We got to be honest. Okay? We just got to be honest. And me personally, should he be held liable for what's happening with his business? The people associated with his business? Of course he should. And I'm just keeping it tall, y'all. I don't care who likes it, who doesn't like it. Everybody in this picture is not around. Think about it, y'all. Everybody in this picture is not around. Look, y'all, just look. Pooh Shiesty serving 8 years. Big Scar passed away. Rest in peace to him. And Chanting was on life support. Now today we're getting the report she passed away. Right? We're getting the reports today she passed away. Fujiano serving 5 years. Hot Boy West serving 15 years. K Sade dropped by the label. Yeah, I wonder why K Sade got dropped by the label. Why? Because she didn't want to sell herself? She didn't want to sell her soul? I'm just being real. She didn't want to sell herself for cheap? Roll Boy dropped from by label. Yeah. What? He didn't want to sell himself cheap? They will cut you off in a minute. I'm just being honest. They will cut you off in a minute, y'all. You heard? Y'all remember Frenchie? I don't know if y'all remember Frenchie from the old 1017 Brick Squad. You heard? Waka Man from Queens. He locked up right now too. Yo, that money, they don't have money. These guys, Gucci robbed everybody, man. I'm going to be real. He's the P. Diddy of the South. I'm just calling it what it is. He is the P. Diddy of the South. Y'all don't get it. I'm being real. Nobody that ever came out of OJ the Juice Man. Y'all remember him? He's in jail too. Nobody that signed the Gucci Man got any kind of money. Let's be real. Tell me somebody that made some money. Waka Flocka did his own thing to get his money. And he even tell you he left behind everything. Yeah, he even tells you that. See, Gucci got mad because I don't know if you know Waka Flocka moms, right? Miss Etney, right? Right? I don't know if y'all know her, Etney. She actually schooled Gucci to the game, right? And allegedly was getting him for money. You heard? Was getting Gucci. He learned the game and decided to want all the money. You see what I'm saying? That's how it works. You heard? Yeah, Deb Antony, salute. That's how it works. You heard? We're going to be honest. Deb Antony was his manager. She was the one that put Gucci on in the game. You heard? I'm just being honest. She put it, Waka Flocka moms put Gucci on in the game. You heard? So once Gucci learned the game, he got away from her. He didn't want to share no more. He barely even speaks to that woman. You could tell. He don't have no respect. He stayed in our house. Go back and look at the interviews, y'all. To me, he don't even look like Gucci no more. I don't know who this guy is. He came out of jail looking like a whole nother person. Keisha, his baby mother, she Rick Ross old joint. So these dudes jump women to women that they all shared already. I'm just being honest. Women that have been passed around the industry, they all share them. It's like nasty work out here all the way around the board. I don't believe that's Gucci. Facts. Doesn't it? It's just something weird about him. Something weird about Gucci now. Like, I don't know if he got something, he got toe up in the joint. I don't know. I don't know if they did him bad. They Hassan Campbell them. I don't know. I don't know if they tied that man. I'm just being honest. I don't know if they tied that man, y'all. You heard? But Gucci not looking like Gucci. Like I said, man, should he be held liable? I think so, because this is your business. These are people. Yo, I have to interrupt real quick, y'all. Let me show y'all this. I got to interrupt.
For the life of me.
Pay attention,
please,
you young dummies.
Stop posting on social media when you're doing this all together, guns, money, and drugs. Because you've just given a prosecutor their whole entire case with a bow on it for possession with intent to sell and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. Do not post on social media money and all together. You shouldn't be posting it at all. But if you're gonna post it, don't post it all together.
I gotta be real, y'all.
You basically just indicted your own
This is a
self.
public service announcement.
For the life
all you
of
little
me.
stupid niggas.
Please.
All you, I gotta put this out there. I gotta make sure y'all get this. This is a lawyer, right? This is a lawyer. And I gotta be real. I've been seeing this way too often. A lot of you gang members, a lot of you goofy dudes, like, you know how it go, y'all. Everybody want to be a thug. Everybody want to be a gangster. For a lot of you dumb, stupid gang members, you heard? China Brim. Yeah. China Brim. The so-called wannabe Muslims. I'm blood and Muslim. I'm Crip and Muslim. For y'all. I just want this lawyer, this black woman, to speak to y'all. Yeah, you. Pay attention, you dummies.
For the life of me, please stop posting on social media when you're doing this all together, guns, money, and drugs. Because you've just given a prosecutor their whole entire case with a bow on it for
China
possession with intent to sell and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. Do not post on social media money and all together. You shouldn't be posting it at all. But if you're going to post it, don't post it all together. Because you basically just indicted your own self.
That's a public service announcement. I'm just saying, China Brim. Spread the word throughout the homies. You heard? Because as soon as they go to jail, they turn Muslim. Yeah. Contradiction, a walking contradiction around the jail. They become Muslim, 5%ers. I gotta be real. I'm only being honest with y'all. And this goes for all gang members. China Brim Aki. What? China Brim Aki. It don't make sense, y'all. It's nasty work. That's for you gang members out there that want to be tough. I think you're a walking contradiction, first of all. You want to be down with Zulu Nation and have a red flag in your back pocket. How does that work? I just had to throw that out there, y'all. How does that work? Now, let's get into this. If you're new to the channel, hit the screen twice. If you're in the vertical feed, salute to everybody in the building. Smash that like button. Help the channel grow. Make sure you go over to 050 The Movement, China Brim, and make sure you go subscribe. You heard? Salute. I appreciate y'all. I got to talk about Charleston White, y'all. Right? And before I talk about Charleston White, right, I want to show y'all this, right? Because Charleston White has some real things to say. Look what he said about enchanting, right? I got to show y'all this. I don't know why my shit don't stretch all the way over here, but I got to show y'all this. Wait, you know what? I know what I'm going to do. Y'all. Hold on. We got to get this right, man. Y'all. I know what I'm going to do. Okay. I know exactly what I'm going to do. Right there. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay, we good now. Okay, my bad. I had my computer the wrong way. Now, listen, y'all. This is what... Now, I don't know. Do y'all look at Charleston White as just a troll? I look at Charleston White. I'm going to be real. I'm going to give my honest opinion to y'all, right? I look at Charleston White as a guy that speaks real shit, but in a way to grab your attention. Right? I look at Charleston White as a dude that says real shit in an attempt to get your attention. And he might say some wild shit, but it's an attempt to get your attention, y'all. Not to make you hate him or, well, you know he's going to stir feelings. Yeah, he's not going to stir feelings. He know he's going to stir feelings. Charleston White is facing backlash over his comments about Enchanting's death. So those of you that don't know, I just showed y'all. I just showed y'all. I just showed y'all Enchanting that just passed away. She just passed away. You heard? She just passed away, y'all. I got to show y'all that. I got to show y'all what he said, man. This is crazy, though. But it sounds crazy, right? But y'all let me know. Yeah, it sounds crazy. It sounds wild, right? Look what he says, y'all. This young lady is from my city. I'm very familiar with her rap success. And it wasn't a success. Look, he goes right on. I mentioned her situation years ago. She was fuck toy. She was a fuck toy. You see what I'm saying? Listen, you hear what he's saying? She was a fuck toy. With talent, who hardly put out music, but posted a lot of social media pics. If someone died doing what they like to do, getting high, then why should anyone be sad for the person? She died a dope fiend, just like the rest of them in the music industry. I told y'all they was just fucking on her and wasn't putting her music out. Hey, I'm just saying, is that the hardcore rough truth? See, I know he says some things to shake up, to make you feel like, yo, he doing too much, right? Share the broadcast, y'all. We got 400 in the building. Hit the like button. Welcome to Harlem Legend TV, right? I know he says things to stir things up, to get people in an uproar. But he just said, if someone died doing what they like doing, right, getting high, then why should anybody be sad for the person? She died the dope fiend just like anybody else in the industry, right? I told y'all they was just fucking on her and wasn't putting out her music. This is Charleston White saying, I believe everything he's saying. I ain't gonna lie. I believe everything he's saying. Same goes for the males. Yeah. In this record industry, a lot of these dudes they be wanting to get it in. Let's call it what it is. A lot of these record label execs, they know you young. They know you stupid. They know you dumb. We gonna give you the pills. We'll get you the fake fentanyl you want. Yeah. We'll get you the best stuff to have you nodding over. Let me check this poll. Is Charleston White wrong for that, y'all? I gotta be real. Is he wrong for that? That's what I want to know. Is Charleston White wrong for that? Is Charleston White wrong about Love Enchanting? 57% said yes. Oh, y'all didn't see that yet. Y'all didn't wait until I showed y'all what the poll was all about, I'm suggesting, right? Because we got 157 votes. Hit the vote, man. Make sure y'all tap in with the votes. Let me know how y'all feel about that, man. I got to be real. Did Charleston White, we got 350 in the building. Tap the screen twice, y'all. If you in the vertical feed, tap the screen twice. Support the channel. Hit the like button. Yeah, that helps you hit the like button. Just tap the screen twice. And if you got a mobile flip phone, I don't know what you got to do. If you got a flip phone, you shouldn't even be on YouTube. I'm just keeping it 100. Salute to everybody in the building. Smash that like button. Stop being a hater your whole life. I can't have 350 people in here and nobody hitting the like button. Like, what we doing, y'all? Help the likes go up. You said Charleston White is a goof. You know what? Let me take calls. I'm going to take calls, man. Because I want to hear from y'all real quick before we get into the next subject. Is Charleston White wrong? The number is pinned in the chat, 919-706-9990. Call up and state your claim. Is Charleston White wrong? He says some things about King Von, too. You heard? King Von was a killer. He calls Lil Tim the killer slayer. What? The Dragon Slayer. He calls Lil Tim, the one that killed King Von, he calls him the Dragon Slayer. How y'all taking that? He gets into it with her sister, right? Let me show y'all something, man. Hold on, man. We got to go here, man. Me personally, I don't think Charleston White is wrong. Matter of fact, yeah, I gotta cover this too. This is another one. Y'all. Real quick, y'all. Real quick. Nicki Minaj, bro. I gotta keep it 10,000 with y'all, man. Nicki Minaj, bro. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I don't think weed make you do this, y'all. Like, I don't know. This girl I don't know if she hallucinating. Like, I gotta keep it on it. So recently she posted on social media that she may be single, getting a divorce. I don't know if she's dropping a new song or whatever it is. Right? But we gotta be honest, ladies and gentlemen. Like, this girl is kind of shot, dog. Like, I'm just being real. Shout out to all the barbs and whatever y'all call yourselves. Don't mass flag me. Is she on that pink booger sugar, y'all? I'm just asking the questions. This sounds like a perk 30 to me. I'm pay attention. Hold on. First of all, let me put this in here. Yeah, it sounds like a perk 30 to me, y'all. I'm just being real. Listen to Nicki Minaj, y'all. She sounds crazy to me. I ain't gonna lie, she sounds a little wicked, man. A little wicked here, man. Like, this is nasty work, Nicki Minaj. I ain't gonna lie, you seem to be very high to me.
Feeling push. You're in pain. Then one day, it comes out a beautiful baby boy. To God be the glory.
I gotta be real. Is the industry keeping her high too? You heard? Is the industry keeping her high too? Let's do it again.
Day, feeling push.
What?
You're in pain. Then one day, it comes out a beautiful baby boy. To God be the glory.
You don't think this girl's getting high, y'all? Like, let's be real, man.
Congratulations to every mama.
All jokes aside, all the barbs, whatever y'all do, call yourselves. Is this girl getting high? I'm not even going on the internet doing all this, bro. Like, I'm just saying, period. It sounds like a perk 30 with the little fetty in it.
You're doing a great job. In case no one's told you that, you're doing a great job.
Can we be honest, y'all? Like, what's going on here? What's going on with Nicki Minaj, y'all? I'm just being I just gotta be honest, y'all. We gotta be completely honest with each other. I'm just keeping it 100, man. What is going on with Nicki Minaj? She posts, I may be single. Okay, cool. I believe she's on a load of, allegedly. I feel like she on that Fetty. Yeah. Them pills, they want to get high. Let's call it what it is, y'all. Salute. Welcome to Home Legend TV. State your claim.
Harlem to Hartford, it's your boy Uzi. What's goody?
Uzi Alifa, what's going on, King? Shout out to the whole Hartford. Hey, look, man, let's start here. I want to start here, right? I got to start with Gucci man. Like the label, man. What's going on there, bro?
Listen, man, the devil ain't dumb, Harlem. They know what he, I ain't gonna lie, you ain't got, like I said earlier in your chat, Gucci running a business, right?
Yes, sir.
And most business, corporations and businesses, let somebody die on your company watch and see if you're not going to be liable. See if you're not going to get sued. Liability is a real thing, bro.
And I'm just asking, like, you telling me this happened once. Okay, somebody went to jail.
Come on.
Second time, somebody
times?
went to jail. Okay, cool. Third time, somebody went to jail. Okay, damn, what's going on with my artist? Now we get a passing away. Somebody else go to jail. And then we get another passing. I'm like, whoa. And then we get another one. Like, how does that work?
I'm telling you, and then what it is too, the reason I don't, Gucci man, like you said, these dudes go to the hood. They know where to go. I mean, it's the beginning of time. The talent is in the hood. You know what I mean? The creativity is in the hood. So they go to the hood to get them, sign them, knowing they don't know nothing about no money, no business, right? and they write them off, their insurance write-offs. They make more money if these dudes die or go to jail than being alive.
Facts.
You feel
They're
me?
riding around in the street, yup.
This is real life. America is a business, bro. That's why they say money is the root of all evil. Now, we know we need money, but it's because of the underlying effect of money. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Dudes was kill their own son over $1. This is real life in America, bro.
Did Charleston White say anything wrong?
This is what freedom give you.
I want to ask you, did Charleston White say anything wrong about enchanting? Rest in peace to her soul. He claims to have known this female, to have known this rapper. And he says, man, nah, they was just fucking on her in the industry. They never put out her music. He said that, and at the end of the day, she died the dope fiend what she wanted to be.
So he ain't really, can I say he said something wrong? Not really. He really did it. But timing is everything.
Man, I see, that's the problem. That's the problem.
Harlem,
no, there's no such thing as timing.
He gonna be apologizing next week.
This should have been said, though. To me,
he gonna be like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that by next week.
No, he not. He ain't going back.
Come on. I Charleston like one of your old uncles, man. He just telling you how it is.
I actually believe in what he's saying, though.
I do too. I'm not saying that's what I'm saying. Like I respect it. I don't think you said anything wrong. It's just sometimes Charleston he be making himself look crazy. He be like looking for too much social media fame. It's kind of like you said. Sometimes the way he say it, he be trying to get the shock value. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be like sometimes he watered down his message because of the way he's saying it. But he ain't saying nothing wrong, though.
I don't think he's saying anything wrong.
A lot of times he be talking some real shit. A lot of times.
Yeah, and I mean, when you really break it down and get out the ignorance of what he's saying, it all makes sense.
It
does make sense what Charleston White has says, man. It does make sense. So now we got King Von's sister coming out and saying that she's seen him, right? So she got this man upstarted. Now, how do you respond? Like, can you get at a nigga for responding the way they respond, bro? If you say something about me, you want to slap me, and I say fuck your mother. Can you get mad at the way I respond?
I ain't gonna lie. You say I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna want to do more than smack you after you say fuck my mother.
But I'm just telling you. And now, if I say it, you say I'm gonna slap the shit out of Harlem, nigga. Fuck your mother. Can you fault that? Because this is what's happening right now, right? The girl threatened. She threatened him. She said to him, I want to beat him up if the police was around. She put this on live saying this, right? She put the tweet out. Charleston White responds. And I want to show you, I want to let you listen to how he responds, though.
Yeah.
And I want to know, is he wrong for the way he's responding? He even responded, right? This is crazy. The nigga even responded with a picture. With a picture with Lil Tim. You see this nigga crazy.
Yeah.
He put up a picture with Lil Tim and said, Dear King Von Mother. That's what's crazy. Dear King Von Mother.
Mm-hmm.
Look, and it says right up top, oh Lord, King Von's sister got Charleston White started.
Harlem.
Yeah.
If I slap you and you shoot me, you can't really be mad at the way somebody responds. Not gonna lie. But one thing though is true. There's no more morals. There's no more honorable people. Like people doing whatever the fuck they want.
We are living.
Like if back in the day, Harlem. Back in the day, if I say I'm gonna whoop your ass,
yeah.
All right, we gonna get physical.
Yeah.
We're not bringing up your dead moms or your kids.
It was like shit. But we're living in the internet era.
This is this new shit. Yeah,
it's
but
the internet era.
We gotta accept it though.
Some of us
gotta stay honorable.
I understand that, but this is the internet era, homie.
Because now, if I say Harlem, when I see you, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. And you bring up I ain't gonna lie, fuck my parents. If you bring up like my kids or something, when I see you, it's gonna be more than a slapping. I'm not trying to slap you no more.
Let me read this real quick. Let me just read this what letter he wrote to King Von's mother. I actually met the great young king and shook the legendary hand that pulled the trigger to slump and hump. King Von. My life has been blessed with abundance ever since that day I connected with the spirit of gods, Angel, aka the Demon Slayer. I love and honor this young nigga right here. He's a hero to the nigga nation.
To the full Harlem.
We smoking on that Vaughn pack tonight. Thank God for Lil Tim. That's wow, my nigga. That's wow. That's like beyond to the next level.
And I ain't gonna lie, Harlem. When somebody take Charleston White out of there, I don't want you to come up in here telling niggas to feel sorry for him neither now.
Why would I do that?
Because this is the shit I'm talking about.
No.
Like, all right, now you want to take it to this level?
Yeah.
When you end up getting bodied out here.
But let me tell you something
it is
though.
what it is.
Let me tell you something though. Was King Vaughn a demon?
He was a demon child.
So
he was.
This is what we want floating around our neighborhoods, and I'm just putting out there me as a civilian. Is that what I want floating around? People my kids dropping off this nigga hands?
I dig it. But Harlem,
how many people kids has this nigga took it out?
Was he a demon going against other demons, or was he killing civilians?
I can't pinpoint that, brother. I know he was probably was slaying other demons.
He was slaying other demons.
Yes.
You feel me? So I'm not like Charleston White. But there ain't no rules with Charleston White. So he gonna take it to the next level. If you say something about Charleston, he gonna take it to the next level. That's just him, because he know if somebody come at him, he gonna pepper spray him and call the cops. Which I ain't mad at him for it, but so he know what he doing.
Real quick,
you know
let me let you hear what he said to the sister. Right? Let me let everybody hear what Charleston White had to say about this whole. I gotta switch speakers real quick, bro. I gotta give me another speaker system, homie. Hold on. Listen to this, y'all. Y'all will be shocked. Listen to what he says to the sister.
I went to 7 strip club last night. There wasn't no police around. King Vaughn's sister wasn't ready to go meet Vaughn. The niggas hate to go be hugging and rubbing elbows together. Had that little girl hit me.
King Vaughn's sister, she wasn't ready to go meet King Vaughn and be rubbing shoulders and elbows with him. Hold on. Look at this. This nigga is wild.
Yeah. Me, I turned into my hand turned bisexual. She pow. I had my white daughter. My white daughter slapped me. I knocked her head off her shoulder. That's what the car I did. And a nigga hit me, and I'm out on 2 bonds for it right now. I went to 7.
And then he wrote right here, y'all. Listen to this. Tell King Vaughn's sister that I have bisexual hands. we would have been celebrating Pride Month together. You heard? Like he did. This is wild. I'm gonna play it one more time.
7 strip club last night. There wasn't no police around.
Because remember, she said she just ran into him last night and there was police around, so she couldn't get at him. Look what he says.
Vaughn's sister wasn't ready to go meet Vaughn. The niggas hate to go be hugging and rubbing elbows together. Had that little girl hit me. Yeah. Me, I turned into my hand turned bisexual. She pow. I had my white daughter. My white daughter slapped me. I knocked her head off her shoulder. That's what the car I did. And a nigga hit me, and I'm out on 2 bonds for it right now.
Hold on, man. We got to get to it, man.
Your boy White. He real brolic with them words.
Yo, bro.
He always be having them people protecting him around him.
What are we doing though here? Like, I mean, is he speaking real shit? Why would you speak out on a man anyway? Mind your business. Why you speaking on a man? But I understand King Vaughn is her brother.
He just saying that right there. What he's saying, that ain't really real shit.
What? My hands turned bisexual, and he is out on 2 bells right now.
No, I'm talking about even not even that, because that could be some real shit. He probably beat women. He looked like the type. I ain't. That's real. But all that other shit. How he be getting at people, that don't be real shit. Now, when he be telling people how they living, when he talk about how she died, that's real shit. But a lot of that other shit is just his ego, and he knowing that he protected. So he gonna say all that shock value shit. I'm telling you. Some people, he gonna run into the wrong one, Charles, and he gonna run into the wrong one, Harlem.
Well, we've been saying that since Charleston White came out. King.
Yeah, I know.
We've been saying that since Charleston White came out, dog.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not even wishing this on him, to be honest with you. I'm not wishing this on him. I hope he keep doing your thing. But bro, everybody got their time, bro. You could be talking tough for 5-10 years and then get caught up, or it could be tomorrow.
Facts.
But
Facts.
the shit he's saying, it's gonna be only a matter of time, bro. He gonna have to keep them bodyguards and police around him at all time. And guess what? I know some niggas that don't give a fuck about them niggas.
That's a fact. That's a fact. There's a bunch of people that don't care about that.
They don't care about all that.
But I mean, has he pushed the envelope way over though?
Yeah, but that's it. But that's his thing, though. That's what he do. That's his thing. He pushed the envelope all the time. That's why we know Charleston White. That's why we know him. You know what I'm saying? That's his thing. So I'm not even mad at him because he says anything, so I'm not surprised no more. When I first heard of him, I was like, oh shit, this nigga wild.
But
this
no. See, when I first heard of him, right, I took the things that he was saying. What Charleston White says, I take the educational pieces. I'm not taking the trolling because I know what he does. He trolls in order to get to the next level, right? But the things he's saying, is this fake? I'm going to turn box. I'm going to beat the shit out of you. Bitch, you hit me. I'm going to hit you back. Why is that wrong?
I believe that. He on that.
And then he wrote a letter. He actually wrote a letter to King Von's mother.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's
wild. One thing I do respect about Charleston, though, he go at almost everybody. Like, I ain't never see him pick and choose.
No, he keeps the same energy.
He went at Whack 100. He go at anybody.
He spent that Gilly the Kid joint when his son passed away.
He go at anybody.
Rest in peace to Cheese. So,
yo, Harlem, not to digress too much, I can't get it out my head. What's wrong with China Brim girl Nicki Minaj?
Oh my God, she looking like she just on something, bro. I gotta keep it 100, bro. Like that's not no weed. That's not no weed, bro.
Harlem, the drug is what makes them normal.
Facts.
The bitch ain't probably get her hit yet.
No, she looked like she was on 3 of them things.
I know, but I ain't gonna lie. If you look at these industry bitches, Harlem, if they not on the drugs, they look like that right there. They gotta be on the drug to be flamboyant and to be talking tough and to be in her bag. She got to be on the drugs. She probably ain't get her fix yet. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah,
the drugs make them act normal. It's when they not on drugs they dangerous. Harlem. It
just look bad though. Like this is Nicki Minaj with millions of followers getting on there and looking like you sleep.
She another one.
Your eyes and all. She another poison.
She another poison. I don't feel sorry for Nicki Minaj either. I liked her better when she first came out, before she sold her soul to the plastic surgeon. I liked her better when she first came out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She gotta play a role.
I guess we all got our vices, brother. I smoke weed and smoke cigarettes all day. I drink.
Yeah. But are you out here fucking with young kids?
No,
Are
sir.
you out here? All right, so you know what I mean? Like we all got our vices.
But how do we look at somebody else's addiction any different from our own? You feel me? Like I don't do that, bro. Like that's just me, bro. I sold drugs for years.
It's different levels, Harlem. It's different levels. You go to jail for murder. It's different from going to jail for jaywalking or robbery or not paying your child support. You going to jail for rape. It's different from going to jail for something else. It's different levels, man. I know what you're saying. To each our own. It's hard for us to judge others when we got our own demons in our closet.
Yeah, I get high, nigga. I smoke like a motherfucker, nigga.
Yeah, I dig that.
I get high, nigga. God damn it.
I dig it, but I ain't gonna lie. I always say I'd rather deal with a murderer than a liar and a rapist any day, bro. That's just me, though. I'd rather deal with somebody I know that body people than somebody that raped little kids and that's a murderer, man. I mean, a liar. You know what I mean? That's just me, though. You know what I mean? That's just me.
I get it. I get what you're saying,
man.
Yo,
keep doing your thing, man. Let me make this food for these babies, man.
You already know. B. Salute, man. Call the hotline, y'all. 919-706-9990. Let me know how y'all feel, man. That's a fact. Call the hotline, y'all. 919. The number's inside the chat, man. The number's in the chat pen. Call the hotline. The Gift and the Curse podcast in the building. Make sure y'all go subscribe to a Gift and the Curse podcast. Big Killer? I think she call herself Big Killer. She's trying to be... Yeah. Killer, what up? You heard? Shout out to all the homies in the building. Yeah, you clown, what's popping? Yo, what's Gucci? Shout out to G Mac, my brother, day one shit. You already know what it is, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Tap the screen twice. If you're in the vertical feed, hit the like button. Mia, what's Gucci? I see Mia in the building. You heard? Yeah, call the hotline. Let me know how you feel about this Gucci Gucci just, I mean, come on now. Come on now, Gucci. You doing too much, bro. What we doing, man? That's a fact. Call the hotline, y'all. Uzi Khalifa. Yeah, I see you, dog. Don't be scared now, y'all. Call the hotline. State your real feelings. You heard? Is Gucci Man to blame for this? Did Charleston White say anything wrong? Me, personally, I'm going to be real. I didn't see nothing Charleston White said wrong, y'all. I got to keep it honest, man. That dude's speaking real facts of what's going on out here, and he's putting twist on it. That's all he's doing. That letter to King Von moms, and his moms had nothing to do with it. Let's be honest. But everybody could become a casualty. I got to keep it real. That's how they looking at it. That's how Charleston White is looking at it. Everybody becomes a victim. You mess with me, he already said that. There's no limit. He already said that. There's no limit. When you mess with me, I'm going all the way. I'm going to talk about your dead mother. I'm going to talk about your uncle, your uncle's uncle. Is that right? You heard? Is that right? I'm just saying, is he doing the wrong thing by doing that? Shout out to Northwest London in the building. Call the hotline. It's pinned in the chat. My Mards, please drop the number 919-706-9990. I want to hear from them, man. And is this just a coincidence? I'm just being real. Is this a coincidence with Gucci Man? Cola James in the building. Salute. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Cola James. You heard? I seen you was doing chemo or something today. I'm not sure. I didn't want to go into the... Let me tell you something about me, right, y'all? So I seen your video, Cola James. I just went in and hit the like button and got out. Because I don't like to hit... I know what I do. You heard? Like, I sit here and smoke all day. And there's people with cancer that don't even smoke. You feel me? So God blesses me every day to live life without, catching an ailment, right? And just knowing that I'm putting myself at risk all the time. When y'all start talking that, I don't want to be in the room for that. Salute, salute, salute. Welcome to Harlem Legend TV. State your claim.
Yo, Harlem, what's up, bro? How you doing?
Man, where you calling from, King?
I'm out DC, man.
Man,
DC.
shout out to the whole DC, yo. You already know what it is. Look, I got to ask you.
What's good?
All the 1017 Brick Squad. All these people passing away. What are we doing, bro?
Like you
Going
said,
to jail? What's going on?
You got an empire shit going on.
Is this like some insurance scheme or without it being a scheme? Allegedly. Because I don't want to just put anything out there. So, like, you could be signing these guys that are liabilities just to, they're going to get in trouble. You know you're going to be able to reap the benefits off them.
Yeah. He definitely hand-picking them Jones and coming up, man. That's his new hustle.
Ah.
Hey, but check it, man. Hey, Charleston White ain't never said nothing wrong, man.
Okay. Whoa. So break that down for me, sir.
Meaning, like, the way he go with these jokers, man, it's official.
So you like the way he go at these people, the industry, the way he talk about them. So
you got everybody saying somebody gonna do something to him. He done went at the worst of the worst and the best of the best. Opposed to if something would have happened to him, it already happened.
So you telling me when a nigga say your mom's he writing a letter to King Von mom bigging up the killer that killed her son, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, that's a little attractive.
See, it's going to stir some type of feeling up.
Yeah, that's a little below the belt, but he feel how he feel. He do what he do. He felt like her son was a demon. He partially felt like the mother was to blame.
Oh, you think
she the reason why that Hellraiser was outside the way he was outside. He wasn't brought up right. Jail couldn't do it. Mama couldn't do it. So, he fought in the mother.
Damn. Maybe, see, you know what? And Charleston White is from the old school, so at the end of the day, I think he would do that too. Like, that nigga, he fought in the moms, bro. You heard? Somebody got to take fault for this demon being on these streets like this, man.
Yeah, that's a fact. They need to start locking these mothers up when these kids.
So you think the mothers... Whoa, I think that's a bit far, though, King. Unless they underage. I think the parents should be taking the raps now. Like, start locking their asses up for neglect, man.
Absolutely.
When they underage. But when you become 18, 19, you know what the hell you're doing. But we can cut them some slack when they're at least underage, right?
Yeah, but when they underage, they need to go smack at the mother, man. The mother's in the house taking pictures with Instagram, playing with somebody else's cock. The kids outside going crazy. Lock
Salute.
their ass up.
Salute, man. Salute to the whole DC, man. I appreciate you calling up, King.
All right.
Salute. Call the hotline, y'all. I want to hear from y'all, man. Y'all tell me, man. I want to hear from y'all. Stop hiding. I know y'all hiding down there. Stop hiding. Hit the like button. Tap the screen 2 times, man. Make the likes go up, man. Subscribe to the channel. Welcome to Harlem Legend TV. This is not 050. You heard? This is not 050. Call the hotline. 919-706-9990. State your claim. Let me know how y'all feel. I want to know how y'all feel about certain situations that's going on. Is Charleston White wrong? I don't see him doing no wrong in this whole situation. Because somebody needed to tell her son was a demon. Yeah, I said that right. Somebody needed to tell his mother your son is a demon. He done hurt all these people. Imagine all the mothers that cried that lost their children. I'm just being honest. Even though we probably have mothers on the other side, like FBG Duck, rest in peace to him. Rest in peace to FBG Brick. Just like them, they mother nasty as hell. Yeah, I said that. The mother nasty as a mother. She messing with the homies. She doing all kind of weird. I gotta be real. I don't co-sign that. You could tell she never was a mother. So she shows us glimpse of when these niggas is running these streets like that. I'm being real. FBG Duck mother and King Von's sister, they give you them hood rat vibes. Yeah. FBG Duck mom, she a hood rat. All the way around the board, hood rat. Nasty, hood rat. Nah, they got her laying up with the ops and everything. Straight hood rat. Turned her son's situation into a little something now. So I'm glad she's able to eat off that, but have you ever been a mother to him? To have him running these streets with these demons like that, I think they all need to be slayed. Rest in peace to FBG Duck. I'm going to say it again. Rest in peace to FBG. Rest in pieces. Because just think about the people that they took. Think about the orders FBG Duck gave out. That's all I'm saying. I don't care about none of them. Me personally. King Von, FBG Duck, they all nasty work out here. They all have record deals. They all was going to the next level and couldn't hold on to that. You heard? They wanted to be thugs. They wanted to be gangsters in the street. Yeah, I'm a civilian. You run up on me as a free kill. I'm going to say it again. I'm a civilian. You run up on Harlem Legend, that's a free kill. Now, when you on these street corners and you gang banging, and then you go to jail, you want to become Muslim, like China Brim, we got to keep it real, man. Call back, yo. Call back the hotline. I hung up on you by mistake. Yeah, I got to keep it real. When you on these street corners, you got to take everything that comes with this, y'all. When you out here hunting people down, you got to take everything. Yo, according, allegedly, to reports, that nigga killed women. That nigga killed that girl. And she was a demon. Yeah. FBG Butter sister? Yeah, according, allegedly. The paperwork that the feds put out after King Von was killed. After he was slayed and taken out. You heard? Now, I'm just saying. Did he deserve it? Might have. What, y'all want me to feel some type of way? Yeah, y'all want Harlem Legend to feel some type of way because these guys is losing it? No. All these drill rappers running down on people. No, kill all, get them all out the way. I don't want none of them around me. It's a free kill for me. Salute, salute. Welcome to Harlem Legend TV. State your claim.
I just want to say that I fucked Diddy last night.
And you called up for that. What a weirdo. Like, people will call up and say anything these days. You see how that goes, y'all? We're dealing with a bunch of weirdos on the internet. People weird on the internet, bro. Just say anything. Oh, this is wild, bro. But I got to be real. That's why I kind of resonate, and I've been pushing that message since I've been up here. Lock him up. Hassan tried to say I stole his style. You know how Hassan do. Y'all know how Hassan do. I came up with lock him up and he went over there with it. You heard? I just elevated it. That's all it is. Because I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I just don't get, I cannot understand these hip hop artists, these people with opportunity that's finally getting money. You heard? That's what I can't understand. The people that have opportunity, the people that they changed their lives around. They made millions off the rap industry, or they ended up getting money, getting in. And they can't change their lives around. I gotta be real. I don't respect it. Salute. Welcome to Harlem Legend TV. State your claim.
Peace, peace.
Peace, King. Where you calling from? Where you calling from?
Chicago, only in Chicago.
Oh shit! I'm glad you called up. Now I know you're familiar with FBG Duck Moms.
You know what? First and foremost, God bless the dead, because everybody in Chicago don't disrespect dead people.
Okay.
So we want to go ahead and give our condolences to their family. I knew their family personally, their brothers, all of them. I grew up with them.
Not everybody so not everybody's a demon in Chicago.
Everybody ain't a demon, man.
Like DJ Academics made everybody in Chicago demons.
You know what? That's a person that's trying to start a mess and things that he don't know. They call it an instigator.
Say less, brother.
What you have is people that's on the outside. They like to comment on things and instigate issues that they would never be able to operate in.
Okay.
He would never be
Where
able
you
to.
From the south side? You from the south side?
I'm from the south side.
I could tell right off the way you sound. You from the south side. So you know a lot. You know what's going on.
Man, listen, everybody that's on those, I know them. I ran around the entire city, man. And I grew up with Duck, though. I'm from 99th.
Okay.
Duck was all, Duck, they own, 64th and all of that, but he was in the hundreds.
Okay.
And it's everything come back to that on 99th, man. So you got to do your research on that part.
Yes, sir.
Everybody flows through there. And let me tell you, it's kill or be killed. It's dog eat dog in Chicago.
Wow. And it's still going on right now. The little Jeff just lost his life out there. Another artist from OTF or something like that. He just lost his life.
It's going to keep going. It's perpetual. It's hate. It's self-hate. And then it turns into you hating everything outside of yourself.
Damn.
You know what I mean? And then nobody's teaching each other how to be an honest person and live by that. They standing on business. They standing on morals that they believe are real and dedicating their life to, and as well as brotherhood that they dedicate their life to. But when I got stuck up, or when I got robbed, you know what I mean, or if I had my own quarrels with different people out the city, throughout the city, nobody was there for me.
You went out. You there? Yo. I think his mic went out. Hold on, let me see something. Yo. Oh, call back, man. Call back. I think his joint went out. Call back, man. We just had somebody from Chicago in the building. Call back, man. We need to hear your perspective, King. I don't know if his battery died or what. But, yeah, you see that? I wanted to ask him, is Charleston White wrong for what he's saying? Tap the screen twice. We got 370 in the building, almost 400 people in here. Tap the screen twice. You heard? Help the likes go up. If you're in the vertical feed, tap the screen twice. That's all you got to do. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Welcome to Harlem Legend TV. I appreciate all of y'all. Make sure you follow me on TikTok, Harlem Legend TV. And make sure you follow me on Instagram. Salute. State your claim. There you go. Go ahead, King.
All right, so I know that I had tuned in after I got off the phone for a second. This phone, I don't know what happened, the call dropped. But anyway, let's further this conversation with what you were asking about Charleston White.
Yes.
So I seen it. It's honest and it's brute. It's also rude and inconsiderate. Let's take a step back.
Okay.
These people are performers and entertainers putting on a show.
And also killers. You're also killers.
They also killers. But you know what? we got to redefine what an artist is in 2024. We have to redefine what entertainment is in 2024, and we have to redefine what hip hop is / rap.
Okay.
Because what's happening is when it became commercial after the mixtapes, and people get on and it becomes commercial, you get different quality of music and different artists. This changes everything on how your image is supposed to be respected outside of your music career. Okay. Because it has to be believable.
Okay.
See, I did artist development, so people usually go to programs like that so that they can know stage presence and they can know how to navigate as a image or a brand, a walking brand. When you walk out your house, you advertising for your brand or whoever. Even if you don't have a brand.
Yes, sir. It's all an image. Clothes. It's basically all an image. It's basically all an image.
For sure. So, that's what I try to tell people is that the lines got blurred once social media started picking up. If you really pay attention, everybody thought they was a celebrity around 2011, 2012 because social media. It made the celebrity, which, let's break down celebrity.
Yes.
Celebrity just means that a lot of people know who you are. It's that people know who you are in a mass number.
Do you feel like real quick, do you feel like the reason why the killings are happening in Chicago because it was glorified? You see, it's a lot of serious like all right, so let me take you back to Zach TV. Remember Zach?
I knew Zach, man. I knew all the
Damn, remember Zach TV? That was one of the first ones.
He's from the hundreds.
He's one of the first ones. He got killed. He was one of them ones that come out of Chicago. I was watching at that time. So do you think that these guys glorified the killings first, and that's why it continues today?
Zach wasn't into nothing, man. Zach was a wholesome brother that wanted to actually bring everybody together. Zach was always filming for years in different neighborhoods throughout the entire city, trying to make a connection with people and shine some light on what was going on in the city. And he was maneuvering against different sets that that a regular person couldn't do unless you was playing basketball in the 90s. You remember in the 90s where if you had a basketball in your hand, you was good in the hood, no matter where you went. That's how Zach was with the camera.
Okay.
Zach was good. You know what I mean? It was promotion. It was promoting something that was up and coming in Chicago, as far as like the scene. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get it.
Zach, that was an innocent kid. You gotta bring up Lil JoJo now.
Yeah.
Lil JoJo, that was a hard one. But
Lil JoJo was beefing with Lil Reese.
Yeah.
He was beefing with Lil Reese. I paid attention to the whole scene, brother.
But that's gangs, though. That's gang stuff.
And it was glorified, though. DJ Academic, Zach TV, they all put it out. RIP to Zach TV. I love this content. They don't
know what they're talking about. You know what I mean? They don't know what they're talking about because you got to understand, too. We got
Well, I got to say this. Zach TV, he was going in the hoods.
Yes, sir.
And that was starting other beef with others. So he'll go in their hoods and interview them.
What hood was he from, though? Answer that question.
You could put me onto that, brother. That's all I can say.
You from the hundreds.
Okay.
You from the hundreds.
Define the hundreds for me. Define the hundreds for me. Like, what's going on?
Okay. So you have from 35th, 45th, that's low-end area.
Okay.
And forgive me, because I might not know everything.
Okay.
You got 55th, that's Washington Park, that's West Halsted and all of that.
Okay.
You got, the 60s, 70s, the 80s, it go in numbers where we at.
Wow,
and then you got the hundreds, that's everything, from 95th. Well, actually, the hundreds to me start after you cross the 95th.
Okay.
Past 95th all the way to 128th. Because that started Riverdale. But, the South Side is big. The South Side is real big. And you got different sets on the South Side. Okay. You got different sets all over Chicago.
And a block radius. Give us exactly, you got to understand, I'm from New York City. I'm from Harlem. Give us a block radius to where the next gang is that's probably beefing with the next gang.
Depending on depending on how people click up, it
Oh,
could be
okay.
around the corner.
Okay.
You got to understand, you got activity that goes in the hood with the big homies. The we call them heavies. The heavies got their activities.
Okay.
You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Okay.
And it leaches off into the schools. So
Oh,
you got the
shit.
mobs. It'd be mob fights, man. We used to have mob fights in school.
Damn.
100 niggas deep. I don't know if you could say, you know, that on this platform.
Man, talk what you
Sorry.
want. Say what you got to say. Go ahead. This is Harlem Legend TV. Welcome.
I went to school at Harlem Community Academy on 96 in Michigan.
Okay.
Man, we used to have mob fights. You had 9-0, you had 95th, you got Flipside, Burnside, then you got 10 Trey. That's what we fall under, 10 Trey, which is 103rd.
Have you ever been to O Block?
Pass it through. I don't stop nowhere in Chicago, bro.
Oh. He said, man, bro, what? Going through? Nigga, I don't stop nowhere in Chicago. Say that shit again. Hold on. Say that again.
I don't stop nowhere in Chicago, bro.
Damn.
Like, I know how to move, man.
It's like that in Chicago? Like, you ain't stopping nowhere?
I made it to 33 for a reason, bro.
Okay.
I've been in every single hood there is in Chicago.
Okay.
I go by Crutch. I go by Mark the Don.
No. They ain't got to know your name. Don't even say your name up here, brother.
It's okay. I have love everywhere. I threw Lil Reese first party when they was just nobodies. You know what I mean?
Oh, you knew them. You knew them since they was kids. Okay.
I bump elbows with everybody.
Oh,
for
shit.
real, throughout the entire city, and I had love.
Okay.
You know, and it was because I didn't come off that. Man, I played sports. I knew people. I knew killers. I knew everybody, and they loved me and they protected me. Everybody wanted to make sure that I was straight. You know what I mean? I have some type of survivor's remorse with it too, because I'm like, man, if I would have kept some people close to me, maybe their life would have turned out different.
Look,
You know
man, I ain't got no remorse. I'm gone, nigga. You heard? I want to ask you this, brother.
Yes, sir.
Because I got a partner that I usually do shows with, right? His name is China Brim, right? And I want to ask you this. How do you feel about gang members being Muslim, being 5%er, being Zulu? How do you feel about that?
If you really think about gangs, first and foremost, because I don't get into politics at all. But if you think about gangs, you got the 5-point star, you got the 6-point star.
Yeah.
Right? For instance.
Well, out there, y'all GDs and BDs. Y'all GDs and BDs out there, though.
GDs and BDs, Black Disciples. It all sound biblical, don't it, though?
Yeah, it sound crazy to me.
It sound crazy. You got everything comes off of religion.
What?
Every gang comes off of religion. Yes, sir.
Okay.
You got the Moles and some Black Keystones. You know, you got Gangster Disciples. You know, we talking about Muslim religion and Christianity or Hebrew or Israelite. You know what I mean?
But how can you worship two religions at one time? Because if you're Christian, you're Christian, right? If you're blood, you're blood, right? If you're Crip, you're Crip, right?
That makes sense.
Is it a walking contradiction?
Are you saying is it okay to flip?
I mean, if you're gonna flip, I'd rather you be a civilian and flip all the way.
This is the thing. If he a BD under the 5-point star, and then you got the Muslim, you got the star. It's not the star. It's star. It's but he's still under the 5-point star. If he go Muslim.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Just like
a lot of gangs is built off religion.
Yeah, if just like against the disciple is under the 6-point star.
Yes, sir.
That's the Star of David, though.
Okay.
You know,
King David.
So, yeah. Well, you wouldn't say King David because Larry Hoover would be the king of the. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Or the program on that side, but to be technical, but I'm saying, yeah, you right though, because they was all brothers. That's how it split.
We take on certain religious ways, but not religious though. You see, that's what somebody in Chicago in my comment section, Keystone. Yo, Keystone, I'm Chicago. Salute. He says we take on a certain religious way, not religious though.
Yeah, because they're oaths.
Okay. Okay.
You know, it's an oath that you take too, man.
Yeah, all these gang members take an oath, and that's why I'm saying they'll put the gang before religion, before being Muslim.
They put their brothers before religion. You gotta understand that they put their community activities and their brothers before religion.
Yeah, so
because that's something that's tangible in the neighborhood.
Okay.
Or in your community or in your surroundings.
So
you know
is China Brim selling me a dream?
You gotta go give me some premise on that.
I'm blood. Oh, but you don't know today's mathematics. Why the hell do I have to know that, blood? Exactly. You feel me?
Are you saying that a person that's a blood cannot have knowledge of self?
You can have knowledge of self, but I mean, pick a side. What are you doing? It's a contradiction. How you got? Look, you can't tell me. Do you know today's mathematics? How you gonna say that? And how you gonna say and then try to sell me a bean pie? I just want to know, how does that work?
Hey man, sinners go to church every Sunday.
You see what? Salute, King. Appreciate you for calling up, man. That's a good one. Salute. Peace, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Only in Chicago. Peace.
Salute. Subscribe to the channel, man. Salute.
Yes, sir.
Salute.
I'm on it.
Man, that was deep, y'all. Call the hotline. Salute to everybody in the building. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Hit the screen twice. That's all you got to do, is hit the screen twice to make the likes go up. You heard? If you're in here, it's 400 people in here. We can get the likes up to 250. Get the likes up for me, y'all. Show love to the channel. It's all content. You heard? Salute. Salute. Welcome to Harlem Legend TV. State your claim.
Hey, what's up with it, big dog? This JB, man. Calling from Memphis 10, man.
Oh, man. Shout out to the whole Memphis, man. What's going on, King?
Man, I'm just tapping in. I didn't subscribe and, you know what I mean, press the like button and all that, man. I'm just tapping in on these subjects, man. You know?
All right, let me ask you something. So getting on you got to turn your TV down in the background, sir. You got to turn it up.
Okay, my bad.
We can hear the feedback and shit.
You good now?
There you go, King. Let me ask you something, right? So, as far as Charleston White, is Charleston White doing something wrong here by doing what he's doing and saying? Is he saying the wrong things here, brother?
But everybody entitled to their opinion. You know what I mean? But let's just be realistic. If you feed into negativity, if you say this negativity shit, you know what I mean, about people, disrespect people, expect that shit to come back to you. Like, I'm 41 years old, bro. Like, I don't come from that type of this new shit. I don't feed in.
Yeah, there's new shit going on right now. You're right. There's a lot of new shit going on.
Like, I try to stay grounded, stay blessed, bro. Like, we done did the street shit and all that. Like, you
hold on, real quick. We call this gospel. All right, Blue Waffle. Let me get you out of here then. Hide user from channel. Thank you. I'll just hide you from the channel. Don't worry about it. Go ahead, brother.
We blocked it now. That's how we do.
Let me just get you out of here. We call this gospel when you come from. Well, get out of here then. Why you here? People just say anything, bro. Go ahead, brother.
Nah, you good. That's how we do them suckers in real life. Just like you just did.
Delete them. Delete these suckers in real life, bro. Get out of here. Why you here? Go ahead, brother.
I mean, he say I'm from Memphis, bro, but I'm in Dallas right now, bro. Like,
okay.
I've been in Texas.
And Memphis been going crazy. They've been killing each other left and right.
And that shit everywhere, unfortunately, bro. Like, you from Harlem, you know what time.
Yes,
New York, Freddie, them boys, and all them type of guys.
Yes, sir.
I do my history.
Okay.
I know from coast to coast, it's the same going on. Like, we gotta quit glorifying. I feel what he's saying. Let's get on this trust. Well, I feel what he's trying to say, and we can't be touchy feely. Cause some of this shit, bro, we gotta quit supporting a lot of bullshit, bro. I don't support no violence, right? Like, violence gotta be the last resort when we at war. Hopefully we can do some other things, talk about that as a grown motherfucker. You feel me? Like, but I understand, bro, like, us as people, we gotta quit supporting this dumb shit, bro.
That's a fact. And I think Charleston White goes against that. He goes against us supporting the poison.
Nah, for sure.
He said if somebody dies being a dope fiend because they wanted to be, they died at their best. They died what they wanted to do. So why should we feel bad and say, oh, rest in peace, she was such a good artist? Why?
We should as just a human, you don't want to see nobody fuck their life up, whoop, whoop, whoop. So,
But what about the people that got the opportunities? They giving these people opportunity. These people are bigger than us. I'm not known. I'm a home legend. I'm just a regular guy. You're just who you are. These people are actually put on these platforms to get pushed.
yeah, I feel that they program, they plunge to the.
Yeah, you get an opportunity. Wouldn't that want you to change something?
No, I feel with you. He ain't, to answer your question, hell no. He ain't saying shit wrong.
I don't think he is, man. I think he's saying what's real out here, what's really happening.
And we need to hear that shit and quit being touchy-feely.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
I don't really like, I listen to the message instead of looking at the messenger.
Thank you, sir. That's what I say. I know he's going to troll and say some other shit, but I look at the message of what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
King Vaughn was a fucking demon. He was killing other people.
And we should support that. I don't support, like, I come from the South, big dog. Like, in Memphis, bro, like, it might have changed over the years. Like, we had our little, hoods or whatever. You find your hoods or whatever, whoop. But that gang shit, we don't come from there, bro, down south. I'm gonna be real. I'm 41, bro. I got older brothers. This, that, and the third, you know what I mean? They was getting to some money, bro. Like,
yeah, the gangs is
real cash,
Let me ask you this. And just from where you come from, because I only can speak about where I come from. I feel like the gangs have ruined everything, bro. They have ruined a lot of lives. They've ruined everything, man.
And I'm gonna say this too, and I ain't mean to cut you out.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
We have to understand, like, certain cultures or certain coasts, we understand, like, certain shit, right? In New York, it's niggas, you can go find a motherfucking rapper in the cypher right there in the street, because that's what y'all do.
Yes, sir.
If you understand what I'm saying, it's like a certain type of feel, a certain type of vibe. You go to Harlem, you know what I mean? It's we getting money type
yes, sir.
shit.
Different type of vibes everywhere you go.
Boom. So in Chicago, in LA, they on gang bang time, right? So I got cousins in Chicago, from Mississippi to Chicago. Anybody who listens to the chat, that's a pipeline. Now, all the chiefs that, ahead of the certain organizations, all them boys come from Mississippi. You do your research. They all come from Mississippi. So I understand when you go see your cousin in Chicago or whoop, and you see the vibe, and you bring it back to the city, and, this, that, and the third. But what are we really doing, to answer your question, bruh? That gang shit, bruh, that shit away. And we just look at the story, what's going on. Ain't nobody won from this shit. Nobody wins.
Everybody loses. Everybody loses. And I feel like Charleston White is trying to save that, man. I feel like he's the last old school nigga left. That's how I feel. Charleston White is the last old school dude left, man. That's going to tell us what it really is.
But you ain't gotta say your age. It looked like you know what I mean, black man that ain't come from the new school, more of the older school, right? So I wouldn't say he the last one left, because you got a platform. You speaking.
Okay.
I just like I tapped in.
Yeah.
It's motherfucker gonna tap in.
That's
and
a
then
fact.
boom, get the ball rolling. And just keep spitting the truth. And
appreciate you, King. Let me ask you something real quick before you go. Can you be a gang member and be a Muslim at the same time, or be a Christian and go, go to Juma on Friday and knowing you've been banging all week?
Let's just be straight up, big dog.
Yeah, like, can you bang all week and then go to Juma on Friday?
So I got folks locked up, this, that, and the third. And I see what you're trying to do. I understand what you're trying to do. To answer your question, no, you have to pick this. Even they'll tell you. Not like, now you either over here or you over there.
Oh, or did they join a gang for protection?
When you get down there, for sure, there ain't nobody.
China Brim?
Them niggas, hey, big dog, real speak before I do go. Them niggas down there, behind the walls, any nigga that's doing time, let's just think about it. Them niggas trying to come home. So why the fuck are we running down there trying to break in that motherfucker?
Facts.
I don't support no negativity, big dog.
That's right.
Love, big
That's
dog.
right. I'm
Shout
with you,
out to
brother.
the whole Harlem. Shout out
Salute,
to
King. Salute, King. Appreciate you for calling up, man.
Big dog, one more thing. God bless the I'm rocking with you, big dog, and I'm gonna share your shit.
Salute. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, make people subscribe. Tell them to come get the message, homie. You heard?
Now, one look, big dog. Stay blessed, stay safe, man.
You too, King.
One.
Man, call the hotline, man. Only positive vibes. You heard? We don't want the China Brims and all those guys. Oh, yeah, you don't know today's mathematics. How does that work, y'all, out there? I just need to know that. Call the hotline, 919. So I'll stay a couple more minutes and then we out of here, man. We probably stay another 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Call the hotline, 919-706-9990, man. I want to hear from y'all. Is Charleston right? Is Charleston White wrong for what he said about King Vaughn, too? What he said about enchanting? She's a dope fiend. She wanted to die a dope fiend, so that happened. Is she wrong? What's going on at 1017 Brick Squad, y'all? I'm just being real. What's going on? It's starting to look like an insurance play to me. But that's neither here nor there. Call the hotline. Call the hotline. 919-706-9990. I just got to know. I'm just a real one, y'all, man. I'm not here to try to stir nothing up. And can you be a Muslim and be blood at the same time? Can you be Zulu Nation and be blood at the same time? Can you gangbang all week and then go to Jumu'ah on Friday? Can you just poke a nigga up and then go pray for 5? Half these blood niggas don't even pray 5 times a day. I'ma be real. That's the real Muslim. They pray 5 times a day. Half you guys don't even pray. They get out of jail and they forget how to pray. I'm just calling it what it is. I know that to be real. You get out of jail and you forget how to pray. Drop the hotline for me, y'all. 919-706-9990. Yeah, facts. That's a fact, y'all. Yeah, all through jail, they praying 5 times a day. It's very important to pray. You get out of jail, you forgot how to pray now. You don't even own a rug. Yeah. How you get I know Muslims that don't even own a rug. Man, you don't stop. China Brim, if you don't stop. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, hit the screen 2 times. Yo, salute. Welcome to HARLEM TV. State your claim.
What's poppin'? How you?
Yo, what's good, King, man? State your claim, homie.
Man, you know, I think Charleston White is very informative, and he playing a role, but he getting.
Hold on, let me ask you something. Do you got me on speakerphone? You got to take me on speakerphone. Talk to me regular on the phone.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, I think
go.
Charleston White is playing a role, like he done said. He like really showed his plan when he was talking to Cam Newton, and he said when I was in Shirts and Ties, when I was working with the American Board Association, y'all niggas wasn't paying attention.
Facts.
As I put in the character mode and showed y'all this side, now y'all start paying attention. And I think that's what everybody is missing. They looking at his antics, but you ain't listening to the message. He been doing, when you do your research on him, you go back on what he been doing. He done did a lot of stuff for the community, kids, children. But now since he's came to social media, people think that he's not an intelligent black man, and he really is.
Okay.
And just to touch on some other stuff, shouts out to you, proud of you, man. Keep going.
Salute,
and the
King.
last thing, I just think it's fishy with that when you get into these record labels and you start digging around with people, because I believe in that sacrificial lamb stuff. I believe that people will knock you off for that bread, and I believe that dudes don't care really about your life. They just care about getting more millions.
That's a
and
fact.
I always believe that stuff was kind of fishy. It's how people die, how different stuff, how the one crazy situation I looked into, like Barack and Michelle Obama, Joan Rivers said on the interview, Michelle Obama, a transgender, she died 3 days later. So it's a lot of little stuff that you sit down and you put stuff together. It's real wild, bro. You throw some stuff in the face, you know what I mean, to pick up on it. But a lot of folks don't want to look at it for what it really is. But
damn,
I'm old school, over 40, man. I'm sticking to my codes, and and my morals and my values and what I was bred in, and that's it.
That's
So
right.
big shout out to you.
Let me ask you
Much
one thing
love.
before you go. Let me ask you one thing
Yeah.
before you go. Can you be a Muslim and be blood gangbanging at the same time?
Astaghfirullah, man. I'm Muslim, man. No, you can't do that, man.
Astaghfirullah. Wait. Say it again, brother.
Astaghfirullah.
They living in the dunya. You
Yeah,
got
you
to be
can't
living
do
in the
that.
dunya, homie.
Yeah, you can't do that, man. And any true Muslim, you know what time it is, man. You're gonna have to put all that old stuff away.
That's right. That's right. Choose
Gotta put it
righteousness
away,
or choose
man.
gangbanging. What are you doing?
Man, stand up for something. Stand up for something or fall for anything. And you know, it's crazy because some of the gang culture, they say like out in Chicago, with the vice lords and moles and all that stuff, that's bred in Islam. But at the same time, you got to know, you got to put that stuff behind you.
Facts.
And move forward. But much love to you, man.
Much love, King.
Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Stay blessed, King. Much
All right,
love,
you too.
man. Astaghfirullah. You heard what that man said? Salute, King. Man, y'all heard him. Astaghfirullah. Hold up. Yeah, stop this, man. Yeah, come on, man. You committing shirk every day. See, I know the Quran. I know, I studied all of that. You committing shirk every day. Doing other shit. Once you throw that red flag, you committing shirk. What you doing, homie? You out of character. But you can still go to Juma on Friday? That don't make sense to me. A lot of you dudes is confused. A lot of you gang members is confused. I'm just being real. It's nasty work all the way around the board. Please, if you're new to the channel, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. You heard? Subscribe. It's the one and only your boy E Oil, a.k.a. the Harlem Legend, man. If you're in the vertical feed, tap the screen twice. You heard? Help the likes go up. Support the channel. Make sure you go follow me on Instagram. Follow me on TikTok. You heard? Help my TikTok go up, y'all. Go straight to TikTok, Harlem Legend TV. You're going to see my skits pop up. You heard? Let's get it. I want to go live on TikTok. Y'all know what it is. I like to talk my talk. You heard? Shout out to China Brim. Make sure y'all go subscribe to 050 The Movement. Also, make sure y'all go subscribe to my other channel, Too Real for Battle Rap. If you're into battle rap, I don't know if y'all into that, but if y'all into battle rap, make sure you go subscribe to Too Real for Battle Rap. I'm trying to get this thing to jump. I'm trying to get this thing popping. Salute to everybody that came in the building that showed love, everybody that donated to the channel, everybody that hit the Cash App. Y'all know how we do. It's all love. I don't know if China is live right now. Y'all can go on over to 050 The Movement. Make sure y'all go click in. I might go tap in and go tap his jaw. You know how I do. Salute to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Peace.